Press Start Video Games.
Hey! What's happening? Welcome to this episode of Press Start TV. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of different things, some Call of Duty, some Borderlands, some E.T., but today with me, as always, we've got Nine.
Yo!
My name's Will. This is Gage.
Hello.
And we got Sam.
Hey.
And let's just dive right into it. First thing I want to bring up is Project Aura. What do you guys think about this? What's going on with it? Let's talk about it.
I think it looks really cool. For people who don't know about it, it's a modular cell phone design that Google has paired up with a hardware developer. So instead of buying a new phone every other year or every 2 years or whatever, you buy what you need for the phone. You need a new battery, you buy the battery. You need more RAM, more processing power, whatever. You just have to go buy the pieces, and you can keep spare pieces in your pants or purse or whatever and swap them out if they break.
Now, in the video game world, it allows people to buy one base console and then upgrade whatever aspect they want to upgrade. Do they want better video? Do they want better RAM? Do they want better memory? It allows for a lot of diversification of each console.
It's a custom-built console. I mean, what's not to
It's
ask?
basically allowing for consoles to be as good or better than PCs.
I mean, I don't know about you, but...
And that's coming from a PC person.
Yeah.
But when I hear, hey, I can get the new version of the Samsung or the new iPod or iPad or iPhone or whatever, I'm probably just going to go out and buy the new. Most people get the upgrade that way. You know what I mean? The hardware.
But instead of spending $600, $700, $800 on it,
You're spending
you're
$800?
spending
Some
without a
people do.
without a contract.
If they break their contract, they're spending $600-700 per
per phone.
Never would I buy a $600 phone.
Well, that iPhone 5
That
you got there?
iPhone you have in your pocket
Didn't
right
pay
now.
$600 for
But
it.
it's still a $600
Yeah.
phone.
I know, that's the
It's
thing.
insured for the $600 value.
Nah, I haven't.
So instead of spending that kind of money, you're spending $50 to $100 buying the new insert.
I just don't see it. I mean, I understand the patches, right? Like if there's a new function or something like that, I get that. But there's a lot of technology that goes into a console, and I think that that's going to change and be kind of out of date and the typical lifespan of console, which is what these
5 to
days,
6 years on average.
something like that. So I mean, I'd rather just get the new console when it comes out. What do you think?
I would rather just have to spend $100 to upgrade 2 pieces than $600 to upgrade the whole damn machine.
Yeah, but if someone says, "Can you want to get the PS5 and just stick with that for like ever?"
Well, I would imagine it would just be called the PlayStation or the Xbox at that point.
Yeah.
And then you just buy, RAM or hardware or hard drive, and new controller if you need it.
Would it be called the Wii? Just the Wii?
They all just go to the Wii.
They'd have to change the name at that point.
I don't know.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you want to get a new console, or would you get the same one and just upgrade it?
I don't know. I'd probably stay with the console. I use my phone for like communication and browsing the internet.
I mean, I think progress in that, as far as integration goes, some of the new features like we saw last year at E3 where, in a game like Battlefield 4, you can use your smartphone to dive into match. That's cool, from a functionality standpoint. So moving things forward that way, but just having one console and saying, hey, this is it, and all you got to do is keep swapping it out.
That's what PC's been.
That's exactly what it is.
The whole entire life.
It's not a home. I just like having a home console, not a PC. That's just my opinion. Whatever. I mean, whatever you guys.
It would still be a home
Just saying
console.
words out here. Just, whatever.
Okay. Well, moving on. Let's talk about some news that was recently announced. There is another Call of Duty game. Can you imagine that? Big shocker there.
For the first time in a long time, I'm actually excited for Call of Duty. Because Kevin Spacey is the main man in this one.
Oh, I didn't. Wow.
Have you seen that yet? You haven't watched the
I
trailer?
didn't know that.
It's so good, dude. You should definitely check it out. It's all about privatized war.
I mean, are we burnt out on Call of Duty? What's going on? I mean,
I'm gonna buy it.
I think Sledgehammer's got a real good chance of being the top dog.
Now I know that Infinity Ward was producing some games. Treyarch was. Which one in the series are we seeing here? Is this going to be another Black Ops kind of game where you have zombies into it? Because that's a big factor for some people.
I mean, they'll have their own thing. I don't think they'll have zombies per se. They'll have something like
It'll probably be more something like mechs, kind of like Titanfall, because you're in a bodysuit for
Yeah, like
majority
an
of the game.
exoskeleton.
Yeah, an exoskeleton, if you will, and it just looks awesome.
Cool.
I'm always excited for Call of Duty.
It is a
I
little
play
weird,
it for like
though,
2 months, so I'm always
because
excited for it.
Kevin Spacey in 3D is kind of creepy.
Yeah.
He's always in 3D. He's always in 3D.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
I mean, the question is, I mean, we get a new Call of Duty every year, it seems like, right? Are we overdoing it? But at the same time, Call of Duty is such a thing that I think they got such a fan base, it doesn't matter. People are going to buy it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
That's
the
the
whole
whole-
new game every year doesn't really bother me any.
I mean, it's a game. It makes money. It sells.
That's why they.
That's
keep
why
doing
they
it.
keep
That's why
doing
there's
it.
3 houses.
That's why
doing
there's
it.
13, 15, 18 Final Fantasies, because
Yeah.
every year it makes them money.
Yeah.
Granted, Final Fantasy's going downhill, but that's a different topic.
No? You don't like Final Fantasy anymore?
Let's not get off topic. We're talking about that.
I don't know. I mean, I'll still play it. And of course, everyone's going to complain that they're putting out another one so soon, or why are they adding stupid stuff in, like a hover bike, or why is it got to be in the future, or things
Well,
like
I mean,
that.
look at the backlash on Ghosts. Ghosts has had a lot of serious backlash.
As far as what, the campaign or multiplayer?
Well, the campaign's pretty much not there from what I've read, and the
It wasn't
multiplayer
bad.
just
I liked Ghost.
I kind of liked it, yeah.
the multiplayer feels like it's just rehashed again. It doesn't feel fresh. It doesn't feel new, and that's what people are starting to get bored with Call of Duty.
Not even with the dogs.
It's repetitive.
They're gonna buy it. They're gonna say
Nobody
they're
likes
bored
dogs.
with it, but they're gonna buy it.
Well, I mean, I think it's hard to. I mean, they've had a lot of success with the Call of Duty series. I mean, multiplayer. Some people buy it just to jump onto multiplayer. They don't even bother with the campaign.
That bugs
The
crap out
majority
me.
of COD players buy it for the multiplayer.
and that's it.
They did an infographic, and I think like 25% of all the COD players
They completed
have
the game.
completed the campaign in Ghosts.
Yeah, but I think. I mean, maybe that's why Titanfall chose to go the route that they did, because they thought that that's what people wanted.
But see, Titanfall did something what COD should do, is they force you to play the campaign in order to unlock better stuff.
Yeah.
You can't just jump into the multiplayer in Titanfall and have
But
everything.
give the
Right.
player a choice. I mean, I think the campaign. I kind of like the campaign in Ghost. I thought it was good. I thought Black Ops 2 campaign was actually pretty good. I like being able to go through the campaign, then go to multiplayer, warm myself up with the game a little bit, jump into that, and then I love having the extra option, as far as I'm concerned, of doing the aliens or the zombies
Extinction.
or whatever,
Big
or
zombie,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah. So. Anyway, that's a lot of Call of Duty's gonna be awesome either way. I'm kind of with you guys. I'll pick it up anyway.
Gonna buy it.
but yeah, you're gonna buy it.
I'll buy it for Kevin Spacey.
All right, we'll be talking about some ET for the Atari when we come back. All right, welcome back. So let's get into a topic that I know everyone that's viewing our show is dying to hear about. It's fresh on everybody's minds. Just big news articles announced recently about this. ET for the Atari 2600. I mean, considered to be the worst game of all time. But why? Why has this come back up in the news? What was
Because-
the purpose?
I believe it was 1983, Atari decided that the game had not sold well at all and just commissioned every single extra copy, which is thousands upon thousands, just dumped in a landfill in New Mexico.
I love that there's a product out there that made somebody so embarrassed that they had to get all the copies and bury them in New Mexico.
Yeah,
It sounds like a bad movie. Really.
Yeah.
it really is.
Or it sounds like the start to a bad movie.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta go
Yeah.
dig up the ET games. Holy crap, there's
There's
ET.
Although I do want to buy one just for the historical value of it.
Frame it.
Yeah, pretty much. Doesn't even have to be in a
Like,
box.
check it out. This
It can be
game
crushed, I
was
don't
buried
care.
somewhere once.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the most popular movies of all time gets the worst game of all time. I mean,
Well,
Well, that happens a lot. I mean, you take a really good
Spider-Man.
movie
Real quick,
and you make a game out of it.
what's the best video game movie? Real quick, what do you think?
Video game movie?
Video-
Like
Not
movie
video
that's
game,
made
like
from video
a
games or
video game from a movie.
made from a movie?
A video game made from a movie.
that's a good question.
Well, that is a
Oh.
good question.
What's your pick?
It's probably gonna be one of the Spider-Man games, right?
Spider-Man 2 on
yeah.
PS2 is pretty damn good.
That's I think
What about
that's
the
I'm good
Batman?
there.
Games.
They were never made
They
from
were
the
never
movies.
made
weren't made for the
The ones that were
The-
terrible.
The one
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum was actually an idea that started as the Dark Knight game, but then
Okay.
it turned into
I'm gonna go Lego Movie.
I haven't played
Cop
it.
Cop out.
Yeah, so they buried these things and then they decide to dig them back up. What was the point of that?
I
Well,
think
there
it
was more
a
than that
decision.
big than just ET. They were looking for other things. It just happened to be the site where ET was buried. They just happened to find the ET cartridges.
Oh.
The big question is what were
But-
they really looking for?
Yeah, they confirmed the myth, which never really was a myth because there was news articles when they buried it. So it's
mean,
just kind of cool to hear that.
How many
something
people
30
actually
years ago.
want a copy of that game that was dug up out of the ground?
This
Yeah,
is right here.
Yeah, I'll take
Two.
one.
I don't want it.
You guys can have it.
All right,
There
that's
you
just-
go.
I'll buy
You
them.
keep
You have
your-
our copies.
I'll give you $20 for the whole lot.
Okay. All right, moving on. So some new stuff announced. I know that the PS Vita is getting ready to come out, built in with what?
Borderlands 2
Yeah.
with save cross functionality. Cross save functionality. I said it wrong.
You can save crosses with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We did it. Hooray.
Now, you can import your PS3 file. I know, I just do this. This is what I do. I hate you, Gage.
Uh-huh.
So Borderlands, the pre-sequel. What is this about? What's going on? I mean, obviously just a massive game, huge following.
Ask her. She
What's
was
going
there.
on with it?
It's before. It's the pre-sequel. It is before Borderlands 2, and it is after Borderlands 1. And you're on the moon, and you're with Handsome Jack, and you're basically the first Vault Hunters that he brings to Borderlands.
Can't you play as Claptrap?
And you can
Yes,
play as
awesome.
Claptrap.
That is annoying as hell.
Yeah.
He is one of the 3 playable characters.
I think my only problem
3
with it
or
right
4?
I think it's just 4.
It should be 4.
4.
Yeah, I think so.
You said 3.
3. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I only-
backtrack.
I only focused on the ones that I actually,
The
care.
Siren. The only one you
I
care
like
about.
She wasn't counting Claptrap as a Walmart.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
really,
true. Claptrap's
you know.
not really a vault hunter. He's more of just like
Claptrap.
It's like, you see him, you're like, Jesus.
there. Claptrap. I hate you so much, Claptrap.
I wish it was coming to next-gen consoles.
that's
Well,
nuts.
they had very good reasoning as to why they're not doing that.
Okay.
Their fan base is still mostly set on the PS3 and 360 generation.
Yeah, I mean, it just worries me, because if they're working on projects right now that are going to next-gen.
But they're
But
not
one of
working
the-
on Borderlands 3, which gives me hope that they'll put Borderlands 3 on the next generation.
You gotta think
Well, they
that. but
definitely
if-
will. They will do that.
Well, and they made a really good point in the press conference that they said that they didn't want to get thrown into the new next generation consoles and have it degrade the game, because they wanted to focus on the quality of the game and the storyline and the things that the consumer wanted, instead of saying, oh, we're going to throw it on the PS4 and not really know what the technology is going to do.
Maybe they're already far enough along in the development that they didn't want to, because I'm sure if you put out a game that has that kind of a following and that kind of a fan base, if you, like you said, put out anything that's not maybe a little but you'd probably want to take advantage of the capabilities of these next-gen systems and really put out Borderlands 3.
Right.
So maybe that was probably some of the reasoning behind that, but I mean, still exciting. I know a lot of people are going to pick that up and follow
Right
along.
here.
So I mean, again, is this a game where we can see more integration with the PS4, or is that the idea behind it, or what?
This is a PS3 game. I mean the pre-sequel is. Borderlands 3, yes, I see on on the PS4 and the Xbox One.
So it's only on PS3?
It's on
PS3,
PS3,
PS3
Xbox,
and 360.
and PC.
And PC.
Whatever that is.
Apparently, I don't have my PC.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they're still going to be releasing games on the PS3 and 360 for a couple.
Oh yeah, for at least a few more years.
Well, and also
Because
the
there's still a
interesting
huge
thing
fan
is
base on it.
the company that did this is in Australia, so all the voices are Australian.
Yeah,
Oh, weird.
it's being
It's-
done. Yeah, it's done by
crazy.
Look Australia versus
That just put a whole new spin on it. for
Yeah.
me, yes.
yeah. They're collaborating with Gearbox, which is nice.
Right.
But it's 2K that's actually developing it.
Yeah, 2K Australia.
Australia, yeah.
Mhm.
Never
Which I'm
played
okay.
any of the Borderlands games. So.
Which
It's a
is
great series.
which is also what they did with the PS Vita. They actually partnered with somebody else to get the content to shrink down to the Vita
Data size.
size.
I like it when you say shrink down, because it's like, well, you gotta just condense it. Just make everything look fine.
All right. All right, when we get back, we're going to be talking about DLC pricing. Do you like it? Do you not like it? We'll get more into that when we get back. Hey, welcome back. Let's talk about downloadable content. I mean, people, it's popular. You can buy games online. You can buy little small patches. You can upgrade your avatar. You can buy map packs and all of this stuff. Obviously, it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. But is the pricing getting a little too out of control for some of this stuff.
Some of the stuff, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I've never bought. I bought season passes in the past, but I think the highest I've gone is $25, and I still felt like that was too much.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to see like a $50 season pass for
Battlefield, Titanfall.
Titanfall is 25.
Is it
I
25?
don't think it's 50. But Call of Duty's is 50.
And what's that do to the cost of your game? So if you want to
It
experience
almost
the
doubles
whole,
the cost of your game.
Yeah.
Because you're spending $60 on a game, then you're going to turn around and spend another $50
but
for
we
5
talked,
maps.
we talked about this earlier. Call of Duty has got such a huge following. Is this genius by the people producing the game, or are they shunning players away from the game itself? I don't know. I mean, some people might just want to buy the game and be done with it. They don't care about the map packs. But those hardcore people are like, I got to have it.
The last map packs I bought, because I don't like map packs. If the DLC contributes to the story or the campaign, I'll buy it. I like that. Map packs, the last ones I've gotten were the ones for, I think, Halo 3, because like you need them to play online for that game.
Yeah.
So that's
And
the last.
achievements. Map-specific achievements.
That,
Well, that's not,
I don't want to talk
that's a
about
whole different topic.
that. So frustrating. So I don't know. It's just crazy, and then I hate like phoned-in things or things that are like Call of Duty. Here's you got $5 on you, buy a skin for your gun.
Yeah.
That's stupid to me. I don't
Yeah.
need the cosmetic
Just
thing.
make it a feature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
honestly, I feel like
unlock
some of
it.
that stuff
Yeah.
is a virtual slap in the face of the players. Like, why can't you just give me the skins and stuff?
Yeah, that's on
Because
the game.
it's already there.
Yeah.
It's already there. Why do I have to pay for it?
I mean, maybe the company is just trying to get some extra cash flow coming in, but
I'm sure Call of Duty get more cash.
Yeah, Activision, man, they're hurting.
I mean, I'm sure that's the reason. I mean, again, I don't know. I'm not a publisher, but I would imagine that's why. But
Or maybe they're trying to extend the life of their game. However, you're putting Call of Duty out each year.
Yeah.
What does it matter?
And they're spitting out map
Look
packs
on
every 2 months.
another game. Forget Call of Duty. Look at Borderlands. How many DLCs did they have for that?
But their
50,
DLC was
50
spread out.
DLCs.
And it was spread out. It
They
wasn't
did.
like, all right, it's April, we got to do this one. It's May, we got to do this one. No, it was, here's one. A few months later, when we've polished this one, it'll be ready. In the meantime, here, have some extra stuff. It's genius.
I'm thinking just maybe one addition, like
Genius.
like Watch Dogs. I mean, that extra expansion was, or not Watch Dogs. I'm sorry, The Last of Us.
Last of Us.
Now, see, that was interesting. That looks pretty good.
Left Behind was the only DLC I was interested in because the other ones were just
Map
map
packs.
packs.
Yeah.
Map packs are so
I want to
boring.
play your stupid maps.
And some games, people like downloadable. I mean, the Walking Dead series, from Telltale, just fantastic.
Right, that's a totally
See,
different beast, though.
that's a genius model
Yeah.
right there. Because
Yeah,
that's
release a
like
game every month.
that's like 5 full games at $15 a piece.
Yeah.
That to me is a genius model.
Well,
Yeah, 15,
and
I
the
think it's
price point is
$5.
correct.
Well, it was 15.
I think it's
Maybe
fine,
it's
yeah.
15 for the whole thing.
It's 15 for like season pass or something.
Maybe.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
But even
And that,
still,
for that price
you're
point,
getting
you're,
2 to 3 hours worth of gameplay for $5.
Yeah.
Versus Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, where you're paying $40 for 2 to 3 hours.
$30.
of games. Was
For
it
15
30?
minutes. You can beat that game in 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yep.
It's Metal Gear.
Speed runs.
Yeah.
well, I mean, do you base the price on what your consumer's gonna pay or what is gonna pay for your bills?
Yeah.
I mean, Call of Duty people know.
Oh,
They're gonna pay for it.
All right, what do you guys think about full games? Downloading full games, is the price points good there? I mean, you can do this day one digital type of stuff.
I would do it more often if the prices were cheaper for
Right.
the digital version. Because, buying the retail, you're buying a physical thing. I understand why something.
It's
it
a
takes
printed copy. It takes time
It takes
and
more
effort
money
to do
to
that.
print something like that.
To upload
Because-
something to the server, it's click, you're done.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I don't know the process behind it, but if the price point was like $39.99 or
insult.
$49.99 for a digital game, I'd probably go that route.
Steam is the only company that has that marketed down properly.
Yeah.
Discounts. Massive, massive discounts.
See, I'm a fan of actually having the disc and the
Me too.
physical thing.
Yeah,
I can
being able to trade
I
in my
can trade
things.
it back in. I can get it towards something. You can go to like a Press Start
Just
store or
like that.
something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
You can do. You've got value there. You can put it towards something else that you want. You can't do that when you
When you own a
download
digital
game.
copy.
Until
Plus,
you
it takes up
have
extra
somebody living
space.
with you that has every known game and will not get rid of them, then talk to me.
But
You see like
also,
that.
it does take up space. You can't trade it back. I mean, this is why you have, and most people want that option.
Of course, I
anyway.
do enjoy being able to sit and not have to get up and change the game.
Yeah.
That-
I mean,
all.
it's like,
and
oh, I want to play this.
The other nice thing about digital is Now that a lot of people are getting on board with the preloading, it's there right when you get home the day it comes out.
I just don't like it. I do like. I tell you what I do like though is a lot of the extra indie games that are coming out that are download only. That's pretty appealing to me. I think that's games like Octodad and stuff like that.
It allows for a broader
It
audience.
doesn't make sense for it to put it on a disc, but
Yeah.
it's a new option for somebody to get more out of their console that they have. Leave it to the AAA titles and some of the AA titles and
They can afford to actually make a
the
physical copy.
disc, yeah, because people, again, I think they want that, and that's the way to go. The pricing as a whole, again, the DLC is here to stay. Hopefully, if somebody is a big enough fan, they'll spend the extra money. But I do think it needs to be scaled back a little bit overall for the
Yeah.
average consumer, because I think they'll get more money as a whole.
$50 is too much. Stop
Yeah.
charging me $50.
Okay.
For maps.
For maps, yeah.
For maps.
Ad campaigns though.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about something else when we get back. Let's wrap this up. We're out of time today, but we'll see you next time. Peace.